TIE interceptors have located a rebel fleet orbiting the planet Turkana.
Excellent. Prepare the attack. Move our Star Destroyers within range and launch all TIE fighter squadrons.
At once, sir.
Space is really noisy.
We are under attack by Imperial Star Destroyers. Begin evasive maneuvers. Launch the X-Wing fighters.
This is Ren here. Stay close and watch for enemy fighters.
Yeah, that was nice and picturesque.
Got it. Follow me. I can't shake you. I'm on it. Nice shot, Red 2.
No actual CD-ROMs were used in the making of this video. And that was X-Wing. Ugh, what a tough playthrough. Ugh. I don't even know how I managed to get through the entire game. I already hit the credits. Not even 4 minutes into recording this. Fantastic. Although actually I never remembered that they pre-rolled the credits to some of these older games. The oldest game that I remember that pre-rolled any credits was Metal Gear Solid. But that also has something to do with the nature of that game. It was supposed to kind of be a movie. Eric Bauersfeld as Akbar. Whereas most old video games didn't necessarily weren't really trying to emulate the movie's structure. Although the thing is, like, I'm tempted to skip it because it's just credits. How about this? If nothing happens, I'll skip it. Well, nothing happened. So, I find the menu system slightly confusing at first. I get the reasoning why they want to do it so it feels like you're on a actual ship navigating the vessel. So, let's go to the spaceport. From here, I can go to Proving Ground, Historical Combat. I believe that's simulator things. Back to the register, film room for reasons. Tech room probably just looks at models. I am just going to take a moment to look at controls. This I'm going to skip. But there are a lot of controls. Okay, let's see if I actually remember all of this. But first, I believe I have to go to training to prove myself. So it said I was on a starport, but then I was actually on a ship. Amazing. So let's see how well I can navigate this mission while also talking about X-Wing and TIE Fighter. Now, I didn't actually grow up playing X-Wing. I actually grew up playing TIE Fighter. I don't remember exactly where I got it. I probably got it at some sort of a collector's box that happened to have TIE Fighter, Rebel Assault, Dark Forces, and it had TIE Fighter in it. And the thing that, and I was amazed by TIE Fighter. It had a much deeper simulation of flying a actual starfighter than I ever expected. It's a game I never actually finished because it's very difficult. But it was a lot of fun. And when games like Rogue, like the Rogue series on the N64 and then GameCube came out, I was very disappointed because they were so simplistic. And like that, and they were so simplistic. It would be like going from Arma to Call of Duty. Like you go from this advanced open space. Like it actually matters that I might be going a little bit too fast, but that's because I've got all of my power to my engines and none of my power to my shields or lasers. I could slow myself down by reducing power to my engines, by increasing power to my shields, but I also want to do this as fast as possible. And with a joystick, which I haven't used in a very long time. Okay. Now, I never really played X-Wing when I was a kid. I had TIE Fighter, and then I borrowed X-Wing at some point from a friend. And really, these pilot proving grounds and maybe the first couple missions would complete my knowledge of the game. So on one hand, it would make more sense to go with TIE Fighter versus X-Wing. But I figure X-Wing came first, and it would be a little bit odd going backwards rather than forwards. Oops. How many targets do I have to pass through? I crashed and came to a complete standstill. Alright. It appears that there are also gun turrets. So I'm going to increase my shields. And then have them facing forward. Okay. Wow. That son of a... There's more. It's level 2. This time with more turrets. Oh, I missed one. When did I miss one? So as you can guess, I've got the joystick off, making way too much noise, although I suppose I kind of make a lot of noise in all these things. 94 gates remaining. I don't remember if there's actually something that you gain. I missed 2? Alright. I missed 3? Oh, does it count? It counts the low one that's not... See, I assume that this low one doesn't count. Because it doesn't have that big sign above it. You need to fly through more hoops. Go in more circles. So I didn't finish level 3. Ran out of time. At some point I got stuck running around in circles. Okay. Now, does this mean I can actually proceed with the game proper, or do I need to do more training?
Warning, gate 2.
Probably should have looked that up first. Okay, so I probably have a bit more training to do before I can go on any tours of duty.
Red 1 will drop into an Imperial training area in the Senex system. A variety of Imperial craft are in the area. Target the fighters first.
It almost feels like he has too much
Use your forward
animation.
and rear sensors to quickly locate your enemy. Use your combat multi-view display and targeting system to track the enemy. Vary your speed and configure your power system for highest impact. Red 1 will drop into an Imperial training area in the Senex system. A variety of Imperial craft...
That, okay. Is anybody gonna tell me anything, or am I just going? Yep, just gotta go, mess around with the controls. Blow up some ships. See, these ones are flying around. Alright. Now, one thing to note is you can actually crash into their ship as it's falling apart. I think I've actually lost a couple missions that way. We got some TIE bombers. I've definitely crashed into ships. Well, I have 15 minutes to destroy the enemy ships. And there's that timer on the bottom. Now let's try hitting them with a photon torpedo. Now these guys are just sitting here, so I'll just take them out. Now one thing to notice is because the way the S-foils are locked, is that it kind of aims around the enemy. Yeah, that missed. Yeah, this is a TIE interceptor. And it's traveling faster than me. And then we got some TIE bombers. Don't know exactly how many of these guys are out here. And I believe if I get close enough, I can see what's on here. Wait, are people shooting at me? Sounds like they're shooting at me. There. Who's left? I believe you... Okay, let's try to actually analyze what's on this ship. Because I believe you actually have to get real close, like... Yep, there we go. Let's see how close. .03 units of measuring distance, whatever that is. Alright, wherever the next one is, I'll just blow up. I will assume that was all I needed to do. Yep. There's a good thing the Rebel Alliance has all these spare parts just sitting around for me to blow up. I guess let's take a look and see what's on here. So, like, I suppose I can understand the appeal of games like Rogue Squadron and such, because they're a lot faster. The speed from beginning of the level to entertainment is a lot faster. Yeah, mission complete. Like, there's no fanfare telling me that the mission is complete. There's just some text at the bottom. Not quite the most exciting. And especially, I suppose, since this is just a training mission in which I shot at mostly stationary targets, it's only so exciting. But I suppose it's a start. For now. Let's see how I did. I destroyed some TIE fighters. And yeah, it's more of a simulation than it is anything else. But I suppose I find the experience a lot more interesting because of it. I suppose that's all I got time for tonight. Perhaps there will be more X-Wing later. Like maybe the actual tour of duty. Who knows?